Welcome back in the studio with me to talk about an upcoming art show and sale. I'm talking with the coordinator, Pat Markovich. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Doreen. I'm really happy to be here.
Oh, hey, we're happy to have you. So tell us about this upcoming Gallery 32 art show and sale.
Well, as you know, we've talked about Gallery 32, and it's a facility as part of a transformation of the space of St. John's United Church, so that we are using the lower hall, and we've been working very hard at transforming that into a gallery space. It's also a great space for a small theater. And our purpose in all of our developments with this arts hub is to ensure that artists have a professional, accessible, and affordable place to practice and show their talents.
Wow,
So
awesome.
upcoming,
Yes.
we're doing a 3-day show, art sale and show,
Yes.
and it coincides with Tall Ships Weekend.
Good.
And so we will be open the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and Saturday, the hours are from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Okay.
And on Sunday, we open at noon and run until 4 p.m. So we want to give people a nice alternative. If you're out walking along the waterfront and you want to get into the shade and cool down, you've got some lovely pieces of art to come and see and just enjoy.
Yes.
An indoor cooler space.
Wow, that sounds very inviting. So is there an entry fee?
No, the admission is free.
Okay.
We encourage people to come by and just see what a number, we've got a dozen artists represented at this one, and just to see the creativity that is in the Brockville and area arts community.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It truly is. It
So
truly
tell
is.
us, I know that we have some right here. So tell us who the artists are, please, and what their medium is.
Sure, sure. I'll talk about the artists first.
Sure.
Top of the list, and I'll try to get them in alphabetical order. Belia Brandau,
Yes.
who's not a stranger to the art world in the Brockville area, and Belia does incredible, both landscapes, but incredible floral still lifes.
Oh, yeah,
And
they
she
are.
is an amazing detail artist. The next artist on my list is Lisa Free, who's not a stranger to this area, nor I would say most of Canada at this point. We are very excited that Lisa has agreed to join us, and she does a lot of abstract landscapes. The next artist on my list is Sheila Gortson, and Sheila does anything from amazing depictions of people's pets,
Yes.
dogs and horses, to some beautiful landscapes. So a nice assortment from Sheila. Solange Lehman is a local artist, and she does much more abstract work. So a wonderfully talented and creative individual. Then I've got Colleen O'Connell, and Colleen is one of the resident artists at St. John's who has a studio there. Colleen has got a penchant for detail, and whether she is creating some beautiful bird paintings or some wonderful collage work, she's really, her paintings you can get lost in for hours. And then her partner at the studio in St. John's is Barbara Patrick.
Oh, yes. Barbara.
And Barbara is much more an impressionistic artist, works in alcohol ink, acrylic, and mixed medium. And she has some delightful pieces that will be there. Bob Shackles is going to be joining us. Bob lives a little closer to Prescott area. He is a renowned artist in both watercolor and oil, and will have a phenomenal display of local art. Jan Traversy has just joined the Thousand Islands Fine Arts Association, and she paints primarily abstract landscapes and some beautiful colors portrayed there. We also have Ed Vanderbaren, and Ed, who is an amazing painter in watercolor, oil, acrylic, that, as he says, is his winter sport, and his summer is pottery. So he will be bringing a number of pieces of pottery, very creative. He does some raku work as well, so quite a nice display will be coming from Ed.
Great.
And then a very famous local artist, Pam Warren McKinnon, will be joining us, and we're delighted to have Pam join the group. And then finally, we are going to have a few pieces, the very last of Lance Bechera's wood turning products. So anything from a few eggs he did for Easter to bells and ornaments he did on trees, and a number of bowls. I brought one today that's out of my private collection, but the detail on the turning and the love of the craft, the hours and hours he spent on these things. Each one is really a treasure of his personality and work. The two paintings that I brought are depictions. We went with friends to Algonquin in the late winter, early spring. It was in March, and we rented yurts, and our objective was to go out and do some plein air painting, and that's when you actually take your paints outside and you take your board and you do some painting. Well, that day it happened to be beautiful, but it was minus 20 and a little cold for these old hands to be holding a paintbrush and trying to move some paint around on a board. So I took photographs instead, and these depict a couple of the hike along the Madawaska River close to Mew Lake in Algonquin Park.
Very nice indeed.
So, so people who come and join us for the show are going to get an extraordinary variation to show the breadth of artistic talent that we've got in this community.
You know, it just amazes me. It just does that. The talent. It's unreal. It's just unreal.
Talent, the energy, and
creativity.
The collegiality of these people as well, to work together to put together a fabulous show. So we're quite excited.
Well, thank you for coming in and talking about it. Now, there's another large painting that we're going to be showing. Would you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, this painting is by Lisa Free. I brought that in as well, and it depicts just the wonderful elusiveness that you get in her landscapes. Again, simple in shapes, complex in her application of paint and color, very subtle color changes, and yet you can stare at this and you can be inside this painting for hours.
Wow.
So, yes.
Very nice and very well put.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a big fan.
Didn't notice.
No.
So, Pat, if people are coming to the gallery and they do see a particular painting or pottery or whatever, and they want to purchase it, and take it that day, can they?
They absolutely can.
Good.
They have a choice.
Yes.
If they live in the area and they want to leave it for the art display, that's great.
Okay.
If they'd like to, many people coming to visit Tall Ships are just going to be passing through.
Yes.
And so if they'd like to take the painting with them, they may do that as well. Artists will be bringing some spares, so we don't want holes on walls.
No.
And yes, we encourage anybody who wants to support this wonderful group of artists to please do so and enjoy that.
So should people be coming with cash only, or?
It's a great question.
Yes.
Many artists, so the individual artists will be handling their own sales.
Okay.
I would say just about everyone will take e-transfers, which is a very easy mode. More and more people are becoming comfortable with that. I would say the majority of artists also have a square, so they can accept credit cards. And or checks. Cash, of course, is always welcome.
Yes.
But some of the pieces might be a little pricier, and people don't walk around with that much cash anymore.
Well, that's it. That's
I know
why.
I don't.
Nor do I, because I mean it's easier just to have a card, isn't
That's
it?
right.
And just,
That's right.
Yeah, it is really is. So there again, the dates are during the Tall Ships.
Yes.
Which is the 24th of June to the 26th,
Correct.
I believe.
Correct.
The time again is?
Friday, Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
Sunday from noon until 4 p.m. We will have a sandwich board on King Street that will have a Gallery 32 open sign on it.
Good.
And it will be the lower entrance. So it's a fully accessible entrance, and we have accessible facilities within for anyone who needs
Yes.
on that. It's all on one floor, no steps. So it's accommodating to any need that wants to come in and
Well,
view.
I think it's going to be an absolute delight and pleasure to visit there and look, just to be involved and be within all of this art.
Just to see the talent.
Something for everyone. You
Yes,
know? Really,
yes,
really,
absolutely.
Really. Yeah, there is. Thank you for sitting down with me. I really appreciate it, Pat.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for bringing your work in, as well as Lance and Lisa's. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Doreen.
For our viewers,